But I hope and pray that you don't get so discouraged in your situation that you cannot hear God or you outrightly refuse to hear what He has to say. For today's talk, we're just going to jump right into it. We're coming to you from, well, I'm coming to you from Exodus 6, verse 9. And it says, "So Moses told the people of Israel what the Lord had said, but they refused to listen anymore. They had become too discouraged by the brutality of their slavery." And my note in my Bible says, don't become so discouraged that you can't or you refuse to hear from God. They were up in arms. They were in slavery for however long. Moses and Aaron came around saying that God sent to deliver them. But with that deliverance, well, that deliverance wasn't coming, but they were also facing more brutality than ever. Because every time that Moses would talk to Pharaoh, Pharaoh would make it worse for them. And so they got to the point where like, we don't want to hear anything else. Enough about it with your God. We don't want to hear it because it's not doing anything for us. If anything, it's making it worse. And they became so discouraged that they did not want to hear from God. I know life gets rough. Things happen. We lose people, we lose job, sometimes we lose ourselves. And life be lifing. Life gets really difficult sometimes. And sometimes we don't want to hear from God. There's this temptation to not want to hear from God, not want to talk to God because we feel like He's not doing anything for us. He hasn't answered our prayers. He hasn't come through. All these different things. And these are some of the realities of life. But I hope and pray that you don't get so discouraged in your situation that you cannot hear God or you outrightly refuse to hear what He has to say. Because I can guarantee you that as bad as your situation is, there is some kind of glimmer of hope. There's something that you can find to be thankful for. I can guarantee you that it is God who is keeping you and caring for you and sustaining you. Maybe not in ways that you want. So maybe you've asked Him for X, but He's giving you every other letter of the alphabet. But because you're so stuck on X, you're not seeing all the other blessings that He's gifting you. My prayer and my hope for you and for me is that whatever comes in our lives, we know that we can trust God. We don't start doubting Him. And even if we start doubting Him, we will rebuke it in the name of Jesus because God has our back. So I pray and I hope that you're able to trust God even in your distress, even in your rough times, and not refuse to hear from Him or be so caught up in your situation that you cannot hear His voice. And that's our talk for today. Thank you for stopping by. I trust that you will come back again and that you'll comment, you'll share, and you will subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.